For over 30 years, companies in the Danish wind industry have developed and built offshore wind turbines, installed them, and integrated wind into the energy system. The Danish wind industry is continuously pushing the boundaries for what is technologically feasible. Today, Denmark is home to some of the world's leading wind companies. More than 500 companies working in all areas of the wind industry are located here. On this tour, we will visit some of the companies that make up the Danish supply chain and production capabilities and form a unique offshore wind energy supplier hub. The first stop on our tour is the Lynnu Industrial Park on the island of Fyn. This is one of the places where the largest wind turbine manufacturer in the world, Vestas, is manufacturing its offshore wind turbine nacelles. Vestas' Lynnu factory has been regularly producing nacelles for the Vestas V164 9.5 megawatt offshore wind turbine since 2014. It currently employs more than 450 people. The nacelle factory is among Vestas' 8 manufacturing sites in Denmark. As innovation and quality are paramount for Vestas, the company works closely with the nearby Lynnu Offshore Renewables Centre to ensure that its nacelles can withstand the harsh conditions out at sea. Our next stop is the city of Aalborg, where Siemens Gamesa Renewable Energy has been developing and manufacturing wind turbine blades for 20 years from its production facilities close to the port. The production facilities benefit from the invaluable knowledge of the local employees, as well as the direct access to shipping, which are both necessary when manufacturing and transporting these large components. The location at the port of Aalborg also provides future development opportunities for Siemens Gamesa, with a unique collaboration with the local community, as well as strong collaboration with the local universities, Tech College and University of Aalborg. Also at the port of Aalborg, we find Bladt Industries. Since the very beginning of the offshore wind industry, Bladt Industries has been involved in the construction of foundations for offshore wind farms across Europe. In front of you, you can see a monopile. Bladt Industries produces monopiles, transition pieces, XL foundations, jacket structures, and substations for the offshore wind industry. With more than 40 years of offshore experience, Bladt Industries has produced more than 1,300 foundations across its manufacturing facilities in Denmark, Germany, and the UK. We have now moved south of Aalborg to the city of Give, where Welcon is producing the towers for wind turbines. In fact, more than 50% of all offshore turbine towers are produced by Welcon. The company cuts, rolls, and welds a massive amount of steel every year. No less than 100,000 tons of steel is processed annually. Welcon is a good example of how an industry can go green. More than 50 years ago, the company's steel constructions were used in the oil and gas industry. As the wind industry was still budding, Welcon changed strategy and began manufacturing towers for wind turbines instead. As the wind turbines become bigger and bigger, so do the towers. At Welcon, the limits are constantly pushed for how large the diameter of the tower can go. Today, Welcon manufactures constructions up to 9 meters in diameter. To help the offshore wind industry grow even bigger, steps are also taken to bring the offshore wind turbines to areas of high water depths. In many regions around the world, floating wind turbine foundations open new paths towards a cost-effective green energy transition. At the port of Grenaa in Denmark, Stiedsdal Offshore Technologies has developed the Tetra Spa demonstration project in partnership with Shell, RWE and TEPCO Renewable Power. The foundation is a floating tetrahedral structure assembled from tubular steel components. It is suitable for water depths between 100 and 1,000 meters. The floater can be assembled portside and towed out to sea without the need for an installation vessel. The foundation and keel can be assembled using no welding. In June 2021, a 3.6 megawatt wind turbine from Siemens Gamesa Renewable Energy was mounted on the foundation and then launched in the harbour basin. Today the floating turbine has been tested in the Norwegian city of Stavanger at a water depth of 200 meters. We end our tour where we started, at a 400 megawatt Anholt offshore wind farm. The wind farm is operated by the Danish energy company Ørsted. Ørsted has been on an inspiring journey over the past 10 years, transitioning its business from one almost entirely based on fossil fuels to one almost entirely based on renewable energy. And it has done this while remaining financially successful. Today, Ørsted stands as one of the leading offshore wind farm developers and operators globally. I will leave you on that note to enjoy the view.